Welcome back to All Things ETH. My name is Aaron, and on this channel we talk about all things Ethereum. We talk about projects, DeFi, NFTs, play to earn, and price. And today, guys, I want to go over the MUX protocol. It is a multi-chain aggregator of trading platforms, perpetual dexes in particular. So let's get on into it. I wanted to show you the MUX is multi-chain. So let's look at the different chains that it's on. We've got Arbitrum, BNB, Optimism, Avalanche, and Phantom. In order to purchase MUX LP, though, you do have to buy it on Arbitrum, but you can trade on these other chains, which is awesome. So buy your MUX LP here. Current APR is at 28%, which is actually better than that of GMX, which is the biggest competitor. Although GMX is part of the MUX platform. So again, it's an aggregator of different perpetual dexes rather. So GMX current APR is at 20.9%, although it was like 50% last week. So this is just variable depending on trading fees and who's making money inside of the program. But then just another competitor here, Vela is the newest kid on the block as far as exchanges goes, and their current APR is estimated to be 81%, although we can't verify that for sure because we're not really comparing apples to apples because VLP is all stablecoin related. It's all USDC as far as I can tell. GMX has its pool of coins that you can see here, and I think it's something like 30% ETH, 20 Bitcoin, or 17 Bitcoin, and then a bit of these Chainlink and Uniswap, USDC and Tether being the next two largest, and then DAI and Frax. And then on MUX is interesting. Different chains use different tokens in the LP. So on Arbitrum in particular, 30% in ETH on Arbitrum, 13% BTC or wrapped BTC. If we're looking at just Arbitrum, they've got some Phantom on there, which is interesting. There's some USDT, USDC, BUSD, DAI, and I think that's all. Different LPs, different chains. They even give you liquidity multiplexing, so they're doing some interesting things with some pools, it looks like, as well. And then they both have stats page, so GMX and MUX have both really great stat pages where you can look into where protocol income composition's coming from, which is really cool to see all the different trading fees that come in from Arbitrum, Avalanche, all the different chains, and then also the buying MUX and selling MUX LP. There's some fees there, some Curve pools, it looks like, and some Pancake and Spooky Swap pools that the LP is a part of, and there's some fees there. And then you have all your liquidity utilization, leverage boosting, P&L, all these different platform stats. And then if you want to look at GMX as well, they have pretty similar dashboards here for looking into their stats, which is great. So if you're looking for a really direct comparison, in fact, an aggregator of GMX and all things perpetual dexes, look no further than the MUX protocol. So so many cool things about MUX. I mean, not only the stake APR of 28%, but also the multi-chain functionality. So being on multiple chains and aggregating all of the perpetual dexes, you're going to have quite a few different users from all over the world. So where Arbitrum and AVAX are the only two places that you can use GMX, the platforms themselves, how do they look in the trade platform? Well, pretty darn similar. MUX is taking an aggregated look at the different trading platforms. So you can do 100x on MUX. I believe you can do 50%, up to 50% leverage on GMX. So that's different there. If you want to really get crazy degen, go 100% leverage. You can do that on MUX. I believe you can also do that on Vela, although right now on Vela's trade platform, I believe the highest on my account at least is only 30. I think I've seen up to 50% or higher. and I think I've heard mention of higher both on GMX and Vela, so it could just be based on how much you have deposited. But it's interesting that MUX gives you 100% out of the bat. So pretty cool platforms. All of these have short selling as well as buying long. And then you can also do stop losses and take profits inside of these platforms as well. The nice thing about MUX, I do like the fact that they have their stats dashboard inside of their homepage here, where GMX you have to actually go find the stats page. It's stats.gmx.io, but it's not built into the header. Just some really simple UI stuff that I think is interesting there. Other than that, the dashboards in GMX and MUX are almost identical. As you can see here, but then VLP has a slightly different one where it's actually got trading view built in, which is kind of cool because then you can draw, your potential lines here. If you're looking at trend lines, if you're doing some technical analysis, you can kind of draw things out and get some better, kind of just technical sorts of indicators on here. I don't know if you can add indicators like you can in actual, trading view, where you have, your EMAs and MAs and volume and all that kind of stuff. And I've got price versus money flow from outside, from Trade Confident and this sort of thing on here. I don't know if you can import that into the Vela exchange, but I know you can't right now, at least inside of GMX and MUX. So although it is TradingView compatible, so chart by TradingView is nice, I don't see any of the drawing tools. Perchance that is something that I've just missed, but I'm a big fan of GLP, so I wanted to highlight MUX and look into the liquidity of things. So your exposure is pretty similar to that of GLP, being about half stables, half crypto. The dampening of the volatility is nice. Total supply of MUX LP is 15 million, where I think GLP has reached over 500 million. Let me see if I can find that real quickly for you. Total fees, total volume, GLP pool, $514 million in the GLP pool, where MUX only has, what did it say? 13 million. So quite a large number of magnitude different. And, with the APRs being different, I wouldn't be surprised if people jump back and forth a little bit with their, if they're going to arb some, I'm going to arb on Arbitrum with APRs. It's a tongue twister, guys, but let me see what this is composed of. So current ETH APR is 14%, projected ETH APR 14%, MUX APR. So you're actually not getting... you're getting 14% in MUX rather than in ETH, which is interesting. So that's something to be considering. Where in GLP, let's go to the earn page here again. You're getting 20% in ETH APR. That's direct ETH APR, which is awesome. Just straight up rev share, no token rewards on APR. In the GLP pool, you get that. In the GMX rewards, you get ETH APR and escrow GMX APR on the GMX side. If you're tracking along with me here, I'm got GLP and Avalanche. I've got GLP invested in Sentiment, which is one of my other most favorite platforms, protocols inside of Arbitrum. In fact, Sentiment, if you're watching this, MUX, if you're watching this, please, I would love to see MUX LP involved in the invest tab here. GLP already is. I'd love to see MUX LP especially as the APRs change. It'd be nice to arb the APRs. 20% right now on APR in GLP. Obviously, with MUX LP, it's currently higher. I don't know if it was any higher than, it was 50% last week in GLP, on GMX. So I'm sure they even out here and there and aren't going to be the same every week. So with that, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what other platforms you think I should check out, and shout out to the MUX team. I hope that somebody sees this over there. I'd love to be a part of making content for you guys. So with that, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content just like this, and God bless.